indigenous carrier Africa World Airlines says it is reducing its local flights by 20% and regional flights by 45% following government's travel restriction. The travel restriction, which came into force yesterday, bars the entry of non-Ghanaian citizens from endemic regions from entering into the country. Chief Operations Officer of Africa World Airlines, Sean Mendes, told Joy Business despite the setback, the company is poised to manage its financial shock and will not be laying off staff.
There has been an impact on the number of passengers who are traveling in recent days. The travel advisory that the government of Ghana has put out, which effectively bans non-essential travel to Ghana effective 1300 hours today, is already showing an impact on some of the regional routes. We have trimmed some of our capacity on regional routes by about 45% and on domestic routes by about 20%. But we'd also realize that as an airline operator, we have a responsibility to the communities that we serve to maintain a level of essential service. So we're going to maintain service to all of our destinations for now, and we're continuing to maintain that as long as it is feasible to do so.
Okay. So with this trim that we are seeing, 20% and 45%, that's pretty huge. How is this also impacting your revenues, your financials?
Well, certainly the revenues are taking a hit, but of course when you're not flying these flights as well, there is a savings on the cost side as well. We're fortunate with Africa World Airlines that we're well positioned to be able to ride this out. So at this time, we're not looking at layoffs or anything else. We are confident enough that the measures we are taking, both operationally as well as financially, to conserve our resources and to optimally deploy them for the benefit of our staff, for the benefit of our passengers, for the benefit of the consumers and the traveling public in general, will ensure that when you fly with AWA, you can fly safe and fly confident.
Okay. Now, amidst all these issues, you've seen a number of airlines, for instance, SAS, is laying off about 90% of its staff. It cuts across. Lots of airlines are laying off staff, some are sending them home. Are we seeing a similar thing here?
At this time, Africa World Airlines believes that we are poised properly to be able to ride out this crisis. We have a plan and we're implementing this plan. We don't anticipate at this time to need to go into layoffs or similar, but we are encouraging staff with outstanding leave balances or so forth to claim their leave right now. Non-essential, non-operational staff are already on work from home and have been for a while. We have implemented protocols for our staff in operational roles at the airport, on the aircraft. They are all engaging in mandatory disinfection of hands. They are wearing face masks. They're wearing gloves if they're in customer contact. And all of this is being done for the safety of our staff as well as the safety of our passengers to prevent cross-contamination. If your passport, for example, may have been on a surface that is contaminated, it's essential that when you handle it and our staff handle it, that any contamination is not passed across. And so we're using gloves and sanitizers and things like that to ensure that we're doing everything we can that for those people who have to travel during these times, and there are people who have essential jobs who do need to travel, that they are traveling safely, and they should be confident that when they fly with AWA that they are able to travel safely.